The 2022 commencement of the Bentley University McCallum Graduate School of Business is called to order. I call Professor Iris Bergeron, ceremonial marshal, to guide these commencement exercises.
Thank you, President Cright. Good afternoon, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to remind you that this ceremony is being live streamed on the Bentley University website. Additional viewing areas are also available in the Dana Center. If able, please rise for the invocation and remain standing for a performance of America the Beautiful by the Boston Brass Ensemble. Lyrics may be found on page 17 of the program. I invite you to remove your cap if you wish. It is our practice to invite a member of the Spiritual Life team to offer an invocation at this time. Representing the team today is Reverend Dr. Ian Mavorick.
Bentley graduate students, congratulations. You have made it. In this moment, I invite you to feel the potential that you have accrued during your course of study here. Feel the energy. Feel the joy. Recognize how ready you are to release that potential into the world. Bentley faculty, staff, and administration, you have also made it. You have put so much of your hearts and souls into these talented students, and now they will carry these gifts with them into the world. Family and friends, you have made it too. We are grateful for your presence here, and we thank you for all you have done to support these students at this moment of celebration. Friends and colleagues, in this ceremony, we celebrate and honor the relationships that have formed among us as we have studied together, played together, worked together, grown together. Many of us here today will continue to be lifelong friends, business partners, colleagues, confidants. And we will all continue to share a trusted relationship with this school. So let us recognize that there is now a sacred thread of relationship connecting each and all of us here. As we celebrate this sacred moment filled with so much meaning, let us welcome the presence of the great mystery, the source of life known by so many beautiful names. And as we do so, let us also welcome the fullness of our own selves to be here now. May you be fully present to your gratitude for this experience which is coming to a close. May you acknowledge and feel the struggles and sacrifices that you and others in your lives have made so that you can be here today. And may you see in your mind's eye the full scope of your hopes for the future. And within yourself, I want to invite you to touch the gifts of leadership that have been awakened here. Touch your integrity, your inspiration to do good in the world, your sense of compassion and justice, your curiosity and creativity, your work ethic, your reverence for life. Divine Spirit, you who fill all things, give life to all things, and love all things. We give you thanks for bringing us to this unrepeatable moment, this celebration of completion, this new beginning. With humility and gratitude, we thank you for being here for us completely, for all of who we are, who we have been, and who we are becoming. In a spirit of unity, we welcome your sacred presence within us, among us, and all around us. Amen.
You may be seated. I now call to the podium the 9th President of Bentley University, E. LeBrent Crite.
Esteemed Honorary Robert Reynolds, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families and friends, it is my distinct honor to welcome you all to the 47th graduate commencement exercises at Bentley University. We are glad to have you with us here together in this space today. And to the graduate class of 2022, including our PhD candidates, congratulations and welcome to your special day. Since you first joined this community and made the decision to continue your academic journeys by enrolling in graduate school, getting to this moment here, today was your collective goal. I want to give a special welcome to our graduates. I also want to acknowledge, as I know you do as well, those who supported you during this journey. And I would ask that you please join me in thanking your friends and colleagues, but most especially your families for their support and guidance during your time at Bentley. This is an especially auspicious celebration. You all are the first graduate class to cross this commencement stage in 3 years. During that time, the world as we knew it changed profoundly, and so did you all. And that's not entirely surprising. You're meant to change over the course of your time as a graduate student as you hone your professional, intellectual skills and continue to grow in your respective fields. But this class especially has experienced profound change. 2 years ago, the world abruptly stopped. Next steps were uncertain, but you, of course, persevered. After countless hours of Zoom, adapting to remote workplaces and classrooms, and periods of unexpected change, you made it to the finish line. Some of you have started families during this time. Others have started new jobs, meeting coworkers for the first time in entirely remote settings. And as such, we are very, very proud of you. As you know, this is my first commencement as Bentley's president, and I came to Bentley because of my belief in the power of business and the marketplace, and because I deeply appreciate that an education at Bentley challenges students to recognize and harness the openness, the unpredictability, the complexity, and ultimately the value that capitalism can bring to people around the world. I came to Bentley because I knew that here we have no interest in educating the mind at the expense of the heart. And I came here to Bentley mostly because I believe in each of you and your ability to go out and make a positive and lasting difference in the world. So you've set benchmarks for what can be expected from Bentley University graduate students. You balance busy schedules, raising families, completing your degrees, and you remain steadfast in your pursuit of knowledge, not letting the limits of a Zoom screen impact your responsibilities in or out of the classroom. And I can think of no more deserving group to honor and celebrate in our first commencement back on campus than you, graduate class of 2022. You have proven that you are up to the task and that you should be proud of how you've succeeded in the face of so many challenges. I speak for all of my colleagues, professors, the staff members, the administrators here at this university when I say Bentley is proud to have you as a member of this community. Our hope, in part at least, is that here you have realized the transformational possibilities that result from sustained exposure to a different point of view. We have intentionally exposed you to ideas and experiences that will enable you to discern between what is right and what is easy, and to recognize that with the privilege of the education you've just received comes a responsibility to a greater public good. As William Allen, the former chancellor of the Delaware Court of Chancery some years ago stated, and I quote, "One of the hallmarks of a truly dominant intellectual paradigm is the difficulty people have in even imagining an alternative point of view." I hope that as you transition from Bentley, that you will at least on occasion imagine such an alternative worldview. And more importantly, your role in creating it. We at Bentley accept the premise that doing well and doing good are quite, in fact, intuitively aligned. I want to share one final thought. There was a speech that Stephen Covey, the late management expert, gave at a commencement ceremony some years ago at Marquette University, not unlike where we are today. He said, and I quote, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom and our power to choose our response. In our response lies the keys to our own growth and happiness, end quote. So while a number of cognitive psychologists might disagree with this, my belief is that we are not fundamentally a product of nature or nurture. We are fundamentally a product of our choices to both nature and nurture. And we can define deep within ourselves what represents our own true north. McCallum Graduate School of Business class of 2022, I hope that as you transition from Bentley University, that you too will have the privilege to create your own magic that stirs the souls of others, and that in doing so, you will find your own true north. We are deeply and endlessly proud of you all, and we will watch with great anticipation to see the powerful impact that each of you will have and the amazing things that you will accomplish. Well done, congratulations, and enjoy this day.
I now call President Crite to preside over the presentation and conferring of an honorary degree.
I call Rob Allen, class of 1991, and a member of the Bentley Board of Trustees, to present Robert L. Reynolds for conferral of an honorary degree. Robert L. Reynolds, innovator in financial services, master of retirement readiness, reformer of workplace savings plans, we are proud to confer upon you today the honorary degree of Doctor of Commercial Science. You have built a distinguished career in financial services, embracing innovation as a game changer in the industry. You also credit early experiences as an NCAA referee for sharpening your eye to spot a winning team. Putnam Investments was struggling through the economic downturn when you joined the firm in 2008. You were well up to the challenge of improving performance across the company's range of investment funds. 1 year later, Putnam Investments was ranked the #1 fund family based on 2009 performance. The registered investment channel alone rose from 70 million to 700 million. At the end of March 2022, Putnam Investments had 192 billion in assets under management. You argue strongly for revitalizing the nation's public and private retirement systems. You have testified before Congress and addressed industry organizations and think tanks around the world on aspects of retirement policy. Bold action, you say, will create the next generation of 401k workplace savings plans. In 2008, accomplished author joined your rich portfolio of professional credits. Your book, From Here to Security Purposes, a Workplace 4.0 agenda to address the pressing issue of millions of Americans who are nearing retirement with little or no money saved. It speaks to your belief that it is possible and necessary to create a more accessible, inclusive retirement system. Your civic leadership and philanthropic spirit have also earned accolades. The Inspire Arts and Music Champion Award, for example, recognizes your work with youth organizations and arts programs in Greater Boston. You serve on multiple not-for-profit boards, including the Concord Museum, Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, and U.S. Ski and Snowboard Association Foundation. Every role demonstrates your commitment to invest in others and serves as a beacon to empower and inspire. Therefore, by the authority vested by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and by the Bentley University Board of Trustees, we confer upon you, Robert L. Reynolds, the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa. We hold it both a pleasure and a privilege to do so.
I now call upon Robert L. Reynolds to deliver the commencement address.
Thank you, President Crate, for that very kind introduction. Some of it was true. No, thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be here today, and I'm thrilled to receive this honorary degree. Bentley is a highly respected historic institution, and you are an incredibly impressive group of graduates. Among the 500 graduates here today from the Bentley Graduate School of Business are accomplished individuals from many diverse backgrounds with different academic, professional, and personal experiences. I recognize that many of you graduating have already attained professional success, while some of you are poised to take the business world by storm. So, congratulations to all of you. This is your day, and it means a great deal that you have invited me to share it with you. It's particularly great to be here in person as we make our way back to live events. In fact, I understand that this is the first on-campus commencement ceremony, as the President said, in over 3 years. And by the way, I also understand that Bentley University has become one of the first Massachusetts academic institutions to accept cryptocurrencies as tuition payments. So take heart, those of you who paid traditional cash for your tuition and school expenses these many years. Your diploma will be real, on paper, and has dependable value in the marketplace. This is Bentley's first commencement under the school's 9th president, Dr. Crate. President Crate is committed to educating a future workforce that is well positioned to compete in the innovation economy. As he has stated, and I quote, "I believe strongly that business can be a powerful force to solve problems that plague humanity." Having cited this brilliant insight from President Crate, I really feel like my work is done. But on a serious note, I too believe that forces of business can positively impact and change the world for the better. So today, I will share some of my guiding principles that have been helpful in navigating my own career. Perhaps these ideas can be useful as you think about your own professional journey. First of all, I'd like to point out that each of you has everything you need to build a meaningful and purpose-driven career. You're going to contribute to your workplaces, your industries, and the world as a whole, often in ways that you cannot imagine today. Business and society, more broadly, are moving at a high velocity of change. This means that for most of your career, there will be no roadmaps and there will be occasional speed bumps. So have faith in your intelligence, your intuition, your best judgment. It got you all the way here today, and it will carry you well the rest of the way. Your education is important. Your career achievements are important. Luck is important, but you are your best asset. When you truly commit to trusting yourself, you will send an important message to everyone. Don't be afraid to throw the occasional long ball downfield. Greatness awaits you when you believe in yourself. Next, embrace people. Your career will be almost entirely defined by the people you're lucky enough to work with. In my career, I've had the good fortune to work with some transformative leaders of the modern financial industry and alongside thousands of colleagues whose expertise I deeply respect. Some key takeaways from my own journey are that trusted relationships with ethical, intelligent, and talented associates will guide you through good times and bad. Accomplishments driven by team collaboration and creativity will almost always triumph over the results of individuals working on their own. Diversity brings powerful perspective to the table, so encourage and respect different points of view. Debating different sides of an issue almost always improves decision-making and outcomes. There's one exception there. Unless it's about the greatness of Boston's sports teams, which there is no debate. Go Celtics. And finally, it is important to seek out mentors that you respect and can learn from. On this last point, I personally benefited from working with two of the most consequential visionaries in contemporary financial services. I was honored to work with Hugh McCallum at North Carolina National Bank for a number of years. Hugh spearheaded one of the most transformative banking stories of the 20th century by leading the expansion of NCMB through a series of mergers and acquisitions, first in the state of North Carolina, and then across the country and around the world. Today, this is a well-known household name, Bank of America. Hugh taught me to think big with determination, and if you do that, anything is possible. And another invaluable mentor for me was New England's own Ned Johnson of Fidelity, who sadly passed away in March of this year. Ned was once in a generation inventor that built what is arguably one of the world's most influential asset management and retirement savings companies. I had the pleasure to work alongside Ned for many years. In the early 80s, Ned asked me to start a new endeavor with Fidelity and our industry, which became the modern-day 401k business. Initially, when he approached me, I was a little hesitant, but Ned, always confident, saw a business with great potential. And I can tell you, when Ned Johnson believed in something, you really should listen closely. Ned's vision became a reality, and together we built a business to help millions of Americans save for retirement. While you will become to realize that no one person has all the answers, if you maintain an open mind, positive attitude, and intellectual curiosity, you are more likely to experience successful outcomes. Another principle that has helped me guide to my work career is the importance of embracing change. I pursued a career in financial services, an incredible industry that has cycled through constant waves of change and reinvention, including new technologies, globalization, evolving regulatory environment, and innovative products and services that only a few years ago seemed unimaginable. Most of the industries that dominate the 21st century economy barely existed a generation ago. So I would encourage you today to relentlessly look forward around the corner. Try to place yourself, since we're in the hockey rink, where the puck is going to be, not where it is. The systematic changes coming in the next generation will make the changes we've seen in recent decades look like a warm-up. Whatever you do, don't stand still. Moving forward is an imperative for all of us. Staying static is not a viable option. Unknown possibilities are the foundation upon which our future is built. Change propels organizations and people, and embracing change is an essential precursor of innovation. So seize opportunity and focus on what's ahead. Every single day is an opportunity to improve and grow. Consistent with these principles around embracing people and embracing change, I encourage you to think broadly about the society in which we all live and work. As President Crate has pointed out, if we work together, business can help address some of the largest challenges that we face as a society. To this end, I would encourage you to pursue a career with purpose. When I began my professional life with only a vague sense of where I would go or what I would do, I thought about going to law school. But instead, I found myself working in the trust department at North Carolina National Bank. This position was a real eye-opener for me because I realized that by managing customers' savings, I was directly helping hardworking people. These individuals were getting up every morning to go to work, seeking to build financial futures for themselves and their families. They were striving to help people reach their financial goals, just like I did every day in the trust department. This felt like such an important body of work to do and a worthwhile quest for me. With this in mind, I took up a career-long project in public policy to deepen the pools of worker savings, improve the efficiency of workplace retirement savings plans, and extend the coverage of these plans to include more working people in an effort to help individuals secure a dignified retirement. This project remains a work in progress, but thousands of colleagues have joined this battle, and we have a fantastic global collaboration underway between financial practitioners, academics, nonprofit institutions, policymakers, and many others. In recent years, I've also engaged and supported the emerging area of sustainable investing, which focuses on environmental, social, and governance issues. As with retirement savings, we have learned practical lessons around how we can drive economic growth and business expansion in a way that is ethical and transparent, minimize harm on the natural environment, and ultimately benefit people. Sustainability is not a slogan. It's a philosophy for business management that aligns corporate profits with social and environmental benefits to help build a healthier global economy. I would leave you with a few final thoughts about seeking the loftier goal of building a career based on purpose. Business today is fast changing and driven by incredible innovation, which creates limitless career possibilities. Each of us has an opportunity to impact our chosen field and broader society. Individual and corporate citizenship in a spirit of sustainability and inclusion is a powerful force for the greater good. A dynamic career, your career, is ultimately an opportunity to serve others. As you find your own sense of mission in your professional lives, I hope you find a path that truly inspires you. While the world around us sometimes feels like it lacks a sense of cohesion and community, and it can seem divided in many, many ways, I think we have an opportunity, a tremendous opportunity at hand, to do our part in seeking common ground to help propel our society in areas that truly matter and benefit all of us. This is where you come in. In closing, I would like to wish each of you success, happiness, and an exciting, meaningful journey. The road ahead awaits you. Congratulations to the Bentley Graduate School of Business class of 2022. Congratulations, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reynolds. I now call the President of the Graduate Student Association, Lisa Borisova, a member of the graduate class of 2022, to offer a graduate reflection.
How many of you developed new habits when the pandemic started? TikTok dancing, bread making, wearing sweatpants on important Zoom calls. In my case, when COVID first started, sometimes I would go days without having a real in-person conversation. So I developed a funny habit of talking to myself out loud. And while COVID started more than 2 years ago, I kept this habit. And although my story alone cannot be a representation of all our experiences, it is my pleasure and honor to be your speaker today so I can reflect out loud with all of you. Welcome all, President Cright, Robert Reynolds, faculty, staff, administrators, Board of Trustees, families, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2022. We have been through roller coaster times while at Bentley, but today we're all celebrating. Congratulations, class of 2022. We made it. My name is Yelizaveta Borisova, but you probably know me as Lisa. When I first joined Bentley, I had to attend classes remotely from Moscow, Russia, because of COVID, of course. Like all of us, it took me a while to adapt to the new norms and environment. I have lived abroad since I was 14 years old, but for many reasons had to go back and got stuck in Russia, which hasn't felt like home for a while. That first semester, I took classes all night and then was awake all day during the day to take care of my family. My physical and mental health completely crumbled. Initially, I tried to be the strong, independent Russian woman I have always strived to be. But I learned that it is impossible to keep pushing yourself alone to reach the highest peaks. And even though I was thousands of miles away, Bentley still provided me with a sense of belonging. Drinking my third coffee while attending professor's office hours at 1 a.m. and then Graduate Student Association trivia nights at 3 a.m. is what made me feel valued and kept me somewhat sane. Then once I made it back to Boston and got to meet some of my peers, faculty, and staff in person, I was even more motivated to get involved in student life. Helping update the university's sustainability and climate action plan, bringing diversity and inclusion closer to graduate students, advocating for international students, and leading the Graduate Student Association were some of the ways I got involved. These experiences made me feel even more accepted, but also challenged at Bentley. I was challenged as a student and as a classmate, as a student leader, as a woman, as a young professional, and as a Russian citizen. As an international student, I'm always an ambassador. Even before I went back to Russia in 2019, for years, I had been putting so much work into learning to appreciate where I came from. A few years ago, I even got a tattoo to remind myself of my heritage and upbringing. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier, Dad. At Bentley, I joined the Worldview program through the Center for International Students and Scholars to push myself to recognize my culture. While I've had my fair share of heartbreaks while at Bentley, there is nothing harder than going through a love-hate relationship with your country. The past few months have introduced me to a whole new level of pain I have truly never felt before. These months have taught me a few lessons I would love to share with you. You have to be brave. You have to challenge norms and views. You have to educate. You have to advocate for yourself and others. And you have to rely on your community. We may aspire to reach the highest peaks in life, but there are times we cannot do it alone. As graduate students, we're equipped not just to succeed in our careers, but to make a real difference with the help of our communities. Apart from new technical and social skills, it is the long-lasting friends and mentors we've gained at Bentley who will take us even further. It is the force of the Bentley community that we will cherish. Even if life throws even more unpredictable challenges at us, we're driven, resilient, and determined. Every challenge we have already overcome has added to our inner strength. I encourage you, class of 2022, to value your networks and use them to shape the future. Thank you all for letting me reflect out loud with all of you. And lastly, thank you to my support system for pushing me to finish this degree no matter what, and for always reminding me that I am enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. I now call Interim Provost Rick Okus to the podium to offer remarks and congratulations on behalf of the faculty and to announce the 2022 Faculty Awards.
Thank you, Lisa, for those thoughtful reflections. And thanks also, Dr. Reynolds, for being here today. So, greetings and congratulations to the graduate class of 2022. It's really great to be here on campus and celebrate your accomplishments that have been a couple of complicated years in the making. You've really accomplished a great deal in your time at Bentley, but we have to acknowledge you didn't accomplish this moment alone. Our dedicated faculty of teachers and scholars have really helped you get to this special day through years of guidance, support, and instruction and mentoring. So I'd like to acknowledge our faculty who are here with us today and ask you all to stand so that we can express our appreciation for your efforts. So, Bentley faculty. Thank you all. So I'm pleased to share that 4 faculty members were recently recognized for their academic excellence and dedication to our students. So would each recipient please stand when your name is read as I announce the awards. So the Gregory H. Adamian Award for Excellence in Teaching was presented to both Kiana Pierre-Louis, Senior Lecturer in Law and Taxation, and to Lynn Wolf, Lecturer in Accounting. We're also proud to recognize the outstanding scholarship by our faculty. The 2022 Bentley University Award for Excellence in Scholarship was presented to Gopal Krishnan, Professor of Accounting. Finally, the Joseph M. Cronin Award for Excellence in Academic Advising and Mentoring was presented to Betsy Stoner, Assistant Professor of Natural and Applied Sciences. Bentley is pleased and proud to recognize the accomplishments and contributions of these outstanding members of our faculty.
I now call Interim Provost Okus to lead the presentation of candidates for doctoral degrees.
Since Bentley University began awarding doctoral degrees in 2009, 61 students have earned their terminal degrees here. Today, we recognize and honor 7 more. This afternoon, these 7 scholars will have conferred upon them the degrees of Doctor of Philosophy in Business and Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, and with it, all of the associated rights and privileges. While we believe that education is a lifelong journey, this degree represents the highest attainable merit available in academia. So please join me in congratulating the 2022 doctoral degree candidates. So at this time, I call to the podium Professor Jay Thibodeau, Ray D. Anderson Professor of Accounting, and the Director of the Bentley PhD program to introduce our doctoral candidates.
Thank you, Rick. I call today's doctoral degree recipients to receive their diplomas and hoods from their faculty advisors. Doctoral candidates, the regalia that you are wearing now and the hoods that you will soon don have a long and storied history in the academic tradition. Today, you carry on that tradition. We shall now confer the degrees upon the candidates. I have the honor of conferring our first degree to Christina Thomas Alberti, Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting. Zeifeng Bai, Doctor of Philosophy in Business with a focus on business analytics, will be hooded by Victoria Steblovskaya, Professor of Mathematical Sciences. Juan Choi, Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, will be hooded by Gopal Krishnan, Trustee Professor of Accounting. Chung Liu, Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, will be hooded by Ari Yizikal, Associate Professor of Accounting. Landy Morris, Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, will be hooded by Ronnie Hoytash, John E. Rhodes Professor of Accounting. Funda Sarijan, Doctor of Philosophy and Business with a focus on business analytics, will be hooded by Dominique Houghton, Professor of Mathematical Sciences. In addition to the 6 doctoral candidates presented today, we also acknowledge and congratulate Chao Wong, Doctor of Philosophy and Business with a focus on business analytics, who could not be with us here today. This concludes the awarding of the doctoral degrees. Please join me in congratulating our 2022 doctoral graduates.
So at this time, we will award the master's degrees. During today's ceremony, we acknowledge the deserving graduate students who have fulfilled the degree requirements for the master's degrees. You've all demonstrated the ability and determination to claim the academic recognition you so richly deserve. So in just a few moments, you'll join the community of 67,000 Bentley alumni who have gone on to do incredible things. This opens the door to many opportunities for you. We will now announce the Bentley University graduate class of 2022. Joining me on stage will be President Kreit and Interim Dean Alina Kirku.
To expedite these proceedings, please hold your applause until the names of all the candidates have been read. For everyone's security and comfort, please keep the aisles clear and do not approach the stage to take pictures because it will block the view of others. As noted in your program, a professional photographer is taking pictures of each graduate while they walk across the stage.
Sebastian Aldorf. Joshua Thomas Bryson. Erica Louise Campbell. Zilan Chen. Karen Chu. Lindsay Jean Connolly. Alexandria Nicole DeGrace.
Christopher Vincent Jacobs.
Samuel Remick Kapacheski. Ashley Elizabeth Keegan. Alec Lanza. Anthony Joseph Lachese. Jia Ying Li.
Elizabeth McDonald.
Courtney Jean Murphy.
Alexander Pierce. Jenja Chi. Yurin.
Hannah L. Ryan. Alicia Elizabeth Silva. Ryan Underwood Spiker. Andrew St. Peter. Tao Yu. Hao Tong Zhang. Xin Yang.
Xianan Ye.
Kun Zhao. Florence Gu. Tiffany Elizabeth Knowles. May May Love. Karen Ruvimbo Machisa. Vivek V. Patel.
Yao Ting Chen.
Mackenzie Dillon. Llewellyn Shanyan Gange.
Adrian Fiseme.
And Danielle Atahi. N.U. Cho. Avneet Kaur Bajwa. Deepa Chandrachud. Joy Chow. Cecilia Costa. Susan Clever Dawson. Ashley Lorraine Dowd. Reek Go.
Isabel Horton.
Jason Hellinger. Xiang Feng. Chi Ming Li. Ying Wu. Haosh Tan. Bella Chue Wen. Bezowit Endelkachu Lema. Eden Getachew Belay. Dilip Jagannathan Seshadri.
Bima Iyer.
Jian Yi Liao. Victor Chinenye Obeta. Sabrina Limage. Zhe Hao Liu. Lin Nguyen. Adwoa Duku Ose Yaboa.
Mia Louise Previde.
Kevin Putota. Raina Rajesh Satya Jain. Parth Shah. Shweta Ratnadeep Shah.
Mohana Kirti Velanki. Nishi.
Chao Fei Yan. Zihui Yuan. Zhang Zhang. Lu Jiang. Xiaochun Zhang. Samantha Elizabeth Bowden. Monica Fanaria, Tian Huang, Eugenia Janes Barreto, Abbas Bahadur Mala, Varnell St. Fleur, Haoru Wang, Kujia U,
Ruth Shifra Lulu.
Ramzi Abdul Rahim, Bader A. Abu Hijlay, Catherine Ann Shaley Acero, John Francis Arnold, David B. Amoroso,
Benjamin Baldessaro.
Smriti Bangya, Salvador Bentolila, Carl Victor Bergstrom, Andreas Jan Beckman Pedersen, Thomas Bresnahan,
Isabella Leela Calandra, Stephen Lewis Sarah,
Christian Cifalillo.
Prachi Smita Dave, Amanda Christine Delacoli,
Deng Zhiying,
Edward Dunbar. Snehar Dureraj.
Jason Frederick Eichner,
John Falteos.
Blake Thomas Flaherty,
Joseph Anthony Hawkins.
Mu Ching Lee, Natsuki Hara, Aaron Shinan Lin, John V. Jan, Kartikeya Pramod Kumar Kothari, Leijia Gao,
Christopher Adam Hobin,
Ling Mai Lei. Hua Kim.
Michael Yu Chen Lee, Griffin D. Loomis,
Mark Ma, Sean Joseph McDougall, Daniel Francis Marini,
Elaine Leslie Moser,
Nok Tong Vi Nguyen,
Aiden Patrick, Spencer Colesworthy Poor,
David Mark
Christopher
Ophir.
Rapson,
Whoops. Sorry.
Stephen Mack, Zanub Raza, Tiara Monet Riley Bennett,
Quentin Rose.
Michael Kenneth Rowe, Nicholas Ruiz Colodrero, Fedor Shabalin,
Rui Shah.
Shulagra Shah.
Chandrika Sharma,
Hua Wei Shun.
Kyle Schumann, Anastasia Vasiliev,
Nicholas Brian Walsh.
Min Vuong,
Shamir Zen.
Colton Stephen Vining. Michael Ryan Watkins. William 20 Wong.
Nina Anusavis, Jordan Berry, Madeline Rose Del Comber, Kimberly Chinwendu Eziyama, Jason Gaylord, Katie Rose Gilson, Kimberly Henry, Catherine Elise Kennedy, Brandon Audette, Caitlin Charlotte Christinian, Abhishek Kulkarni, Riley Kuntz, Jamie Bolton Lazari, Jonathan Stewart Levy, Therese Lowry,
Ella McCoy.
Derek May, Christina Muth, Mariah Bell Orr, Walter Lyman Pultinas, Sanjana Sirkand, Hannah Verlin, Jeffrey Villa, Christopher Charles Walker, Brian Yen, Joshua Stewart Appel, Yelisaveta Borisova, Cecil Caleb Ferguson,
E. Lee.
Mansi Jesrani, Norma Sandra Nelson Lobo, Brittany Mullaney, Jia Lei Shi, Muhammad Afsal, Nicholas Socorellis Anderson, Daniel Bennett, Ava Mary Brunel,
Ernest Burry.
Michelle Cheng,
Stephen Louis DeDominicus.
Lindsay Barbara Fritz, Melanie Ann Funny, Connor Hogan, Stephen William Janesco, Uyen Fuang Le, Jacqueline Renee Crozy. Nushin No Parast. Jeremy Jared Parata.
Poliane Rochi. Bernardo
Gustavo
Teixeira.
Cleofi Ruby Marswatch. Brittany Wright. Madison Gale Abeels. Namer Abudaye.
Lukman Aiden.
Olta Agay. Ahmed Abedlamer A.A. Al-Kawush. Haura Zaki Al-Hashem. Abdul Rahman Khalid M. Al-Kudair. Iris Allah. Leslie Jane Allen. Navanshi Amin. Kevin Michael Anusavis. Sydney Arsenault. Tyler Clinton Ash. Stephen Dominic Auger. Eleanor Francis Baglis. Michael Frederick Baldwin.
Juliana Rebecca Beaver.
Josep Harach Balmanugian. Alma Biney. Thomas Matthew Bohane. Alyssa Christine Brown. Marissa Lee Burns. Kayleen Kane. Patrick John Callis. Daniel Tyler Brothers. Christine Marie Campbell. Jovan Cardona.
Tiana Jo Marie Carter.
Bianca Serbo. Tai Chan.
James Paul Chutkowski.
Jesse Robert Klaus.
Mildred Kohlberg. Sarah Alexandra Coleman. Grayson Hathaway Colvin. Candace Kofer. Jeff William Kofer. Timothy Daly.
Duke Doe.
Nicholas Kramer Fleming.
Jeffrey Robert Francis.
Haley Victoria Frasca. Michaela G. Erica Corrine Gibson. Nathaniel Hardy. Juliana Harrison. Christopher Frederick Hatch. Rebecca Lynn Heller. Miriam Zahia Amesaldini.
Nalisi Nabiu Agawam.
Elda Isakai.
Susanna Ishkanian. Olive Uma.
Charles Ikenna Iwejuo, Garvin Jean Bon, Samuel Edward Jervey, Matthew Gillett, Yana Kamshilina, Jared Bruce Kennedy, Remian Zahir Khan, Makbule Kuki, Ryan Langlois, Aaron Mackenzie Lashway, Ann Lachlan, Jonathan Charles Lawrence, Shannon Roby Lee, Joseph Michael Lefebvre, Brendan Lemire,
Marilyn Lewis.
Kendall Lynch, Cheyenne Lynch, Angela Matty Maravilla, Julianne Martinelli, Cara Mairead McCarthy, Amy Rebecca McConnell, Madison J. McCormick, Alyssa Marie McDermott, Lauren McDougall, Patrick Sean McLaughlin, Hiral Mehta,
Ziyun Biao. Alexis Lauren Moniz.
Jordan Nassif, Nicole Nault, Rebecca Bell Newman, Tiffany Nguyen, Colin James Norcross, Gary Anthony O'Valley, Miranda Noyce Pare, Christina Marie Perotti, Hannah Bonin Rauk, Aidan Patrick Redmond, Matthew Charbel Rizkala, Azrate Abakoran Salou, Shirley Pierre Louis, Vincent Philip Sarnelli, Anthony Michael Scaltrito, Rebecca Monique Schwartz, Arohi Shah, Samantha Rose Simeon, Vincent Manning Simone, Syed Ibrahim Shah, Sarah Massey Stafford,
Connor Ohanis Sullivan.
Paul Tarabelsi, Claire Thompson, Rayla Trifoni, Courtney Rose Waronka, Brittany Yu,
Daniel
Xiao Tian Yu,
Mukwendi.
President Creit, it is our pleasure and honor to present to you the members of the graduate class of 2022. They worked diligently in the classroom and beyond to secure a Bentley education. With the support of the faculty and the trustees of this institution, I'm honored to present them to you now.
Will the graduates please rise and remain standing if able? Your tassel should be on the right side of your cap. President Creit, please recognize the graduates.
By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Board of Trustees at Bentley University, and by reason of you having fulfilled all the requirements prescribed by the faculty and trustees, I pronounce you graduates of Bentley University and holders of the degrees indicated with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Welcome to the ranks of Bentley University alumni, a community that is 67,000 strong. Wherever your career in life take you, be assured that your fellow alumni will be there to support and to celebrate you. Congratulations.
With that, you are now graduates of the Bentley University McCallum Graduate School of Business. As a symbolic gesture of your scholastic and professional achievements in fulfilling the requirements for graduation, take the tassel of your cap and move it from the right to the left side. Congratulations to the class of 2022. You may be seated.
Thank you all for joining us here today to both celebrate the achievements and to recognize the potential of the graduate class of 2022. Before we conclude, I would like to formally recognize trustee and member of the class of 1977, Terrence Carlton, who earlier today during our undergraduate ceremony was presented with the Harry C. Bentley Award by Chuck Copa, class of 1985 and president of the Global Alumni Board. Please join me in thanking Trustee Carlton for his many years of service to Bentley University. Graduates, go forth and join the ranks of Bentley alumni, doing great things for their community. Be a force for positive change. Opportunity and success await you. Congratulations, graduate class of 2022. The Bentley University 2022 graduate commencement is now concluded.
If you would remain seated for a moment, please. We would like to thank the Boston Brass Ensemble for their musical accompaniment today. Before the ceremony concludes, I have some brief announcements. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and officers of the university, I invite the graduates and all guests to a reception on the South Campus green space for light refreshments. Shuttle buses will be available and located near the arena entrance. On my own behalf and that of all Bentley faculty and staff, thank you for your cooperation this afternoon. Now I have one last thing to ask of you. Would the audience please remain seated during the recessional and keep all the aisles clear until the last graduate has exited.